horsepower, built on dirt. This is the world of outlaws.
Let's rock and roll with the world of outlaws.
Coming to Smoky Mountain Speedway on March 14th. Hear it, feel it, live it.
It's all new and it's the greatest store on dirt. All the world of outlaws and dirt car racing apparel and licensed merchandise under one roof. Visit online today for everything from shirts to hoodies, hats to collectibles. The greatest store on DIRT.com.
Dirt Racing 24 is available now.
It's showtime!
5 laps to go at DIRTcar Raceway Park.
Bobby Pierce leads the opening lap in 32. Into turn number 3 on a
You wanted the best. You got it. What's a Tesla on the pit?
Ladies and gentlemen, here come the late model.
Here's Sheldon to the inside. Slides on.
Raw horsepower, built on dirt. This is the world of outlaws.
The greatest show on dirt.
Coming to Kennedale Speedway Park March 13th and 14th. Hear it, feel it, live it.
Motorsports isn't complicated. It's made up of races where you go as fast as you can, as best as you can, as sideways as you can, and whatever this is. Our team, Toyota Gazoo Racing. We make some seriously fast cars, like this one and this one, definitely this one. And they all have great drivers, ones that win, like win a lot. Look at all these legends. The hottest drivers right now are him, her, and this guy. They're all part of a big, happy family of speed demons. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Raw horsepower, built on dirt. This is the world of outlaws.
Let's rock and roll with the world of outlaws.
Coming to Volunteer Speedway on March 13th. Hear it, feel it, live it.
Floyd trying to pull up and even with him, but can't do it that time. There's a fine line to getting that momentum on exit of the corner, and Floyd just not.
Set to go here at Volusia Speedway Park, night number 2 of the Spring Break 50 for DIRTcar eSports. We're excited for a good one here. Marty Sakala alongside Zach Chapman. We'll get to a preview in just a little bit. But in case you missed last night, some highlights from night 1 of the Spring Break 50. Stay with us. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, night 1 of the Spring Break 50? It is showtime at Volusia. Guffmanis is clear for the early race lead. The second groove seems to be the place to be. Lindgren is cleared for second. Ben Jolly in third. Over Mike Augustine. Lap number 1 with the line, led by Guffmanis. But here comes Lindgren, looking for the race lead on Guffmanis.
I know, as soon as I'm about to pipe up and say it looks like he's content with running P2, no big moves, he dives down to the bottom, and now Jolly, he's got his sights set on the outside, but man, that door got slammed in a hurry.
For the moment, 3 wide further back, meanwhile, with Tyler Schell cut up in the middle, and he's in 9th. Rocky corner exit, though. Oh, hang on there, Talbot. Some slight contact. Low 157 to Matty Arnold. Everybody hangs on.
And there was nowhere for him to go. He had to pounce the brakes one more time as it looked like Shell and the 157 there made a little bit of contact. The 157 slides on back. That's Matty Arnold. He lost 3 spots going down the backstretch. Tough break. They are basically single file until we get back to this final transfer spot. And realistically, that's what you want to see if you're inside of that final transfer. Guys, let's just make the show 23 laps to go.
Got a good race happening for second. Meanwhile, here comes Jolly up on the bumper of Lindgren for second.
We are up and running on the DIRTcar eSports YouTube page here. We had a little bit of a hiccup there, but me and Marty should be good to go here. Everything ready to roll. Marty, we're up, and who are we watching on qualifying? This is my job now, Dylan Yeager, and he's the man at the top of the charts, brother. Right away, a 16.747. Not. And Marty couldn't hear me because I forgot that I was on Push Talk on Discord. Sorry, Marty. I kind of let us in. You were just sitting there. I was waiting for you to talk. But, hey, sometimes that's the way the gremlins are going to go, brother. My bad.
Yes, you're all good. Apologies for the technical difficulties. We've had to start things off. We're glad you could join us. Night number 2 of the Spring Break 50. We'll bring the commentators in. Why not? While we're out of here, as qualifying is just getting things underway. Marty Sakala with you alongside Zach Chapman. And Zach, what a night one we had last night. Phenomenal racing, a lot of long runs that took place, and in the end, Ryan Gafmanis took the win last night.
Yeah, I believe, if memory serves me, 1 caution flag all night. I mean,
only
those
one.
guys were racing so hard, so clean, and I'll tell you, not that, I want to put the pressure on these guys here tonight, Marty, but it's going to be hard to race that clean with the stacked field of drivers we have coming at us here tonight.
A great car count with 29 drivers here this evening. Qualifying just wrapped up. Let's get you the lineup here for heat race number 1. Dylan Yeager lines up on pole position in car number 48. To the outside, it's the driver, the 32. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on here, Damian Ward. Row number 2, Jeff Sharp in car number 28. To the outside, it's Brian Dickens racing at the 122. Row number 3, Tyler Yurden in the 77. To the outside, it's Dino himself, Dean Reynolds, in the 79. Row number 4, Dalton D. Wirt in the 82. To the outside, Brian Lawson, the 57. And rounding out the grid here, Easton Hunter in the 008, next to Carson Hall in the 24. As we get set to go here for racing this evening, let's take a look at the Whiplash Race Cams race analysis, Whiplash SimCams race analysis here this evening. Just had qualifying wrap up, all the heat races this evening. are 8 laps, taking the top 6 into the big dance tonight. We'll then have a B main of 10 laps, top 6 transfer if needed. And then our warm-up will be 5 minutes if needed. Then our feature tonight, 30 laps, top 10 drivers transfer into the field. For tomorrow night, 11 through 20, will be in the last chance showdown tomorrow night at 8:15. I tell you what here, Zach, this is a stacked lineup here for heat race number 1. This looks like the lineup for our feature.
You're not kidding. You are not kidding. I mean, you throw a dart and you could seriously pick a winner here, and it's unbelievable. I mean, obviously you kind of dug your own hole, but I mean, guys like Dalton, they're starting outside of row 4. I mean, Easton Hunter, they've got quite the hill to climb here, but if anybody can do it, it's those guys.
Absolutely. A lot of drivers to keep your eye on here. Damian Ward, you may remember him in the Digital Dash 2.0, the gigantic climb he made from the B main and the A main at the same time. He'll be a threat as well. Winner starts on the pole. We are green for heat race number 1.
What a jump there for the outside line. I mean, Damian Ward, he saw it. He got up there real quick. Wanted to waste no time, try to gather it up here because he watched Yeager slide in front of him. But I just don't know. I mean, the battle's on behind him, Marty.
Yeah, Yeager leads the opening lap, followed by Ward. Dickens clears Sharp in the 3rd position. Dean Reynolds in 5th. Tyler Yurden in the final transfer spot. 3 wide down the back shoes. They make their way into turn number 3. Reynolds up on the cushion, the middle groove being challenged by Sharp at the same time. Dino's got the edge. I'm highlighting here at the moment, Zach, is we'll get an onboard camera with them. Still 3 wide here through 3 and 4, and Reynolds goes 2 for 1. Reynolds takes away the 4th position, and now it's Yurden's turn to hang on because here comes Lawson in car number 57, the Venom Racing Ride, trying to go the longer way around here. Zach past Yurden.
Yeah, that 57, he needs to go. I mean, right now sitting P7. We know top 6 make the show. Gotta find a way, and somehow Jeff Sharp, I don't know how he snuck through there, but Lawson, he goes up. He loses a bunch of spots here, Marty.
Nearly went into the flip pit there in turns 1 and 2 as we keep things going. Meanwhile, back up near the front, 3 laps to go in heat race number 1. It is still Dylan Yeager over Damian Ward. That's the top 2 at the moment. Dickens with a good gap on Dean Reynolds, but remember the battle for the race win here in this heat. Winner starts on pole position this evening. Here goes the run by Damian Ward.
And right now, Dickens may be in the catbird seat depending on what these guys do here. 2 more trips around the Volusia Speedway Park.
Half a car length between Yeager and Ward. Ward in a good spot, but does he risk it at all? We'll just have to see. Final lap underway here in heat race number 1. Ward sends her deep into turns 1 and 2. Couldn't throw the slider. Went up the hill. Yeager able to clear. Should be able to play defensively down into turns number 3 and 4. Ward with 1 final shot, but won't get on the throttle first compared to Dylan Yeager. Yeager with the heat win. He's on pole tonight. Ward in 2nd. Dickens 3rd. Dean Reynolds 4th. Jeff Sharp 5th. Dalton DeWard is in the 6th spot at the end. DeWard actually edged out Yurden by 0.04 of a second coming down to the wire there. That was a phenomenal heat race.
And of course, I'm doing what I told you you needed to do last night, Marty. How you've got to click in there. Now, I do want to vouch for myself here, as you guys see. Marty can't because I didn't share him the screen. It says overlay.footer text. Boy, I was scrambling trying to get everything in there today. I did not notice that. We're going to have to deal with that tonight, and you'll have to deal with my logo there in the top right. But the starting grid for heat race number 2 looks a little something like this. To the inside of row 1, the 67 of Ty Dickinson. To the top shelf, the 22 of Kenneth Coe. Row 2 to the inside, the 39 of Mike Brewer. To the top shelf, the deuce of Chance Carr. Row 3 to the inside, the 8 of Jason Smith. To the outside, the 51 of Clay Christopherson. Row 4 to the inside, the 16 of Matt Barber. To the top shelf, the 17 of Caleb Durgan. In your final row for heat race number 2. To the inside, the 96 of Dodge Smith. And starting on the pole, the 76 of Ryland Banks.
Keep an eye on Durgan in that number 17 starting the 8th. That was our DIRTcar Digital Dash 2.0 champion. And you and I were talking with Dean before the race here, Zach. Here's a fun fact. Our last two DIRTcar racing events, Digital Dash 2.0 and the Bank City 40, have been won by the driver that won night number 2. So it could be a possible advantage. We'll just have to see.
It'll be interesting to find out here. And we're going to get better, too, with the cameras as we go throughout the night. As Marty, you'd be disappointed. I kind of blew that finale, but we figured out where the flag stand camera is now, mentally noted, and we're good to go.
Winner starts second as the sun starts to set here out in Barberville, Florida, the world's fastest half mile. Here we go. Heat 2 is green. Good launch by Dickinson, immediately with the slider up on Kenneth Coe. Let's see if the 22 tries to counter it back. Yes, he does. Coe downstairs on Dickinson. Does he throw the slider? No, he doesn't. Gives Dickinson the line at the line. The 67 leads the opening lap. Car in third. Christofferson nearly 4 wide in turn 1. Barco, meanwhile, tried again underneath on Dickinson, but the 66 able to clear. Meanwhile, it's a hornet's nest. 3x3 for just a moment through 3 and 4, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Caleb Durgan on an absolute mission down there in that 17. He is forcing the hand here. Now he's battling for third, maybe for first here through 3 and 4. We're 3 wide.
Forced to left, if not Coe actually allowed Durgan to have the lane. He may go 3 for 1. Oh, near contact as well between the 22 and the 17. Up the hill goes Kenneth Coe. But Durgan's got a hot rod on quarter action. He just blew through all those drivers past like it was on easy mode. New leader, the 17 of Caleb Durgan. Does he take it at the line? Yes, he does. Halfway home.
And we saw the bottom was the quick one. Oh, he gets shoved. The big contact. Oh, no. No caution flag waves as of yet.
And now the caution flag flies.
Oh, boy.
That was getting interesting. Durgan just got caught up by the back bumper of Kenneth Coe racing hard for that front row spot. And the biggest winner in all of that, Ty Dickinson in the 67, is after the top two took each other out. He was scored third across the start-finish line. Brewer involved as well. Matt Barber. You've got the replay, Zach. Go ahead.
Yeah, you could see there is the 17. We'll rewind it here just a tad. The 17 of Durgan, he's going to get hit there from the 22 in the left rear. Now, when we slow this down, the 22, he's trying to let him catch it. You know, he was going to let him gather it, but then he gets muscled by the 2, gets a shot from the 51. And, I mean, Marty, it's any accident you've ever seen on the highway, you know. I mean, it's just they stack into each other one by one, really nowhere to go, and caution flag waves.
First yellow here of heat races this week.
I think we'll have a green-white checkered here when we go back. Should, anyways.
Actually, no, we've got 5 laps in the books. SDK, live timing on our lap calendar can be a little bit interesting from time to time. So, do have 1 on board I should mention here. Actually, 2. I'll try and have you bring them up here, Zach. First guy I've got pot up here is Jason Smith in the 8 car in 6, currently in the final transfer spot, having a good run. Then behind him in the 76 and 8th, Ryland Banks in the 70 in his hot rod. We'll be following those drivers throughout the night.
Oh, Marty. Everybody's going to be having a laugh at this one, I admit, because from now on, I'll know what you're saying. But do you know what's hilarious? I've been looking at their car cameras as the green flag waves. We're back underway. Not at their driver camera. Shame on me, Marty.
Chance Carr hit the Jersey barrier correction. Loses third out to Clay Christopherson. May even lose some insurance as well. Brewer around the outside for 4th. 4 wide. Everyone fighting for real estate to get that final transfer spot. Currently being held by the 8 of Jason Smith.
And Jason,
2 laps to go in this heat.
He's going to have the run here, but I don't know if it's the place to be. Matt Barber on the bottom, low and slow. He may take this over. White flag waves here, Marty.
Mr. Excitement trying to pounce the final lap. Oh, big hit behind them by Dodge Smith in the 96. Also a driver that was carrying it on board this evening. But we'll watch the race here for 6th at the end. You know who's going to win this heat? It's Caleb Durgan, who gets the final transfer spot across the line. Give it to Mr. Excitement, Matt Barber. 500s over Jason Smith. So heat race number 2 is in the books. We're ready to go for heat race number 3. And let's give you the starting lineup for this one. William Watson on pole position in car number 23. And to the outside, it's Trevor Giroux in the 75. The second row has Nick Brundage in the 916. To the outside, Billy Roberts in the 999. Row number 3, Connor Dudek in, Dylan Durwood, I should say, in car number 20. The outside, it's the 7 car of Connor Dudek. Behind them, you got Logan Wentz in the 118. And Sam McConda, Sam Bachman starting the 8th spot in the 007. Harold Klump rounding out the grid in car number 35. So we get set to go here. Final heat race of the night. Zach, who are you keeping your eye on?
Well, I guess it's kind of cheating here, but it's really going to be, you can see it on the side of their race cars here. There's teammates on the front row. There's no reason one of them shouldn't walk away with this win here, and they need to do their best to come home 1-2. So really, I'm anxious to see how those two, Watson and Giroux, work together here on the maybe first 1 or 2 laps to try to break away. Final time through 3 and 4 here, Marty.
Winner starts inside row 2 this evening. Watson and Giroux, the front row, and are ready to bring us to the green flag. Here we go. Watson immediately is checked out for Brundage and Giroux, who battle for second on the racetrack. Brundage able to clear for now. Here comes Stylen, low on Trevor for the 3rd spot. Lap 1 of the line. Give it to Watson. Roberts, DeWert, Dudek round out the top 6 at the moment. 2 by 2, though, all behind Watson.
Yeah, Dudek thinking about making it 3 wide there, but Dylan doing a good job of keeping that thing dialed down there on the bottom, not letting him get in there. And, man, Dylan in that 20 machine, he is working it. It is risky to go that hard this early, but he is making it work.
Trying to use that same line Durgan was working from last heat race. Challenge for the lead, though. Nick Brundage all over the spoiler of the 23 of Watson. Here we go into turn 1. Watson closes the door on Brundage, but the 23 up the hill a little bit to get the cushion to help him out on corner exit. Pays off for just a little bit, but Watson stays even into turn 3 with a 23.
And now, oh man, that 916 of Brundage, he almost clipped that yellow tractor tire on the pit road entry. It lifted the race car up a little bit, but everything seems A-OK for now. But, man, Marty, we are still battling back here in the back. Dudek does not want to be that last man looking in because he's got another set of teammates behind him. Sam Bachman and Logan Wentz trying to fish around.
Ooh, up the hill, though, goes DeWert for a moment. He and Dudek slightly touch. All is good, though, as you've got 2 more of the FTM teammates, like you mentioned, in Bachman and Wentz, trying to chase down Dudek for that final transfer spot in. 2 laps to go, though, in our final heat race of the night.
And it seems like the front 2, they're doing a good job of just behaving here. I mean, maybe Brundage a little quicker, but why flex as the white flag waves, only 1 lap to go.
So it's Watson out in front in car number 23. 0.3 of a second the gap on Nick Brundage, followed by Giroux, Roberts, and Dudek. Connor Dudek hanging on to that final transfer spot. Checkers way. Watson the winner in heat race number 3. Brundage second, Giroux third, Roberts fourth, DeWert in fifth, Dudek in sixth. They all make the show. And so we're set to go now for our Consi B main. Zach, go ahead, give us the starting lineup.
Starting on the pole, the 77 of Tyler Yurden to the outside, the 8 of Jason Smith. Row number 2 to the inside, the 07 of Sam Bachman. To the top shelf, the 008 of Easton Hunter. Row 3 to the inside, the 18 of Logan. No, he's on the outside. That's the 760 of Ryland Banks. I'm going dyslexic here, Marty. To the top shelf, the 18 of Logan Wentz. Row 4 to the inside, the 57 of Brian Lawson. To the outside, the 96 of Dodge Smith. And let's see here if we can get that to scroll. We can. Row 5 to the inside, the 35 of Harold Klump. To the top shelf, the 24 of Carson Hall. And rounding out the field, the double deuce of Kenneth Coe.
Ready to go here. Last chance showdown.
So, Marty, how much did we agree that it's 6 cars here, right? Yeah, 6 plus
Top 6 transfer in, yep.
There we go.
The other 24. Everyone behind them will go home. We'll look at a couple of onboards. I'll help you out here, Zach, with the driver cams here. Here's Dodge Smith, starting from 8th spot in the 96. Also got Jason Smith here in the number 8. Some couple of drivers that we'll be keeping an eye on here. Smith starting from 2nd. But here we go with the B-Man. We'll go back to full screen. How bad do you want it? Top 6. Make the big dance for tonight. Here we go. Green is out. We'll focus on the 6th place driver once we wrap up lap number 1. Good start from Yurden in the 77. Bachman and Smith drag race into 3 for the runner-up spot. 3 wide behind them with the 76 of Banks caught up in the middle. He's got the final transfer spot for right now, battling 1 for 5th. Lap one of the line. Give it to Tyler Yurden.
Here comes Smith, though, on the outside. Jason, he has got her hooked up right now, but it's a long way around through 3 and 4. Oh, but he gets some help. Bachman gets into the back of the 77. New leader out front.
Bachman tried to throw the chrome horn at him, but it cost Yurden a spot. Jason Smith out front of the race lead. Battle for 5th, meanwhile, on down the back straight between Wentz and Banks, staying side by side. Lawson and Co. each trying to close in and get an extra spot. Try and make it into the big show for tonight. 3 laps are complete. Yurden trying to fight back on Smith for the top spot. We'll put the driver cam on him. Four laps complete in this one. Smith leading by 0.2 of a second. The 4th place car, though, is Ryland Banks. Just set the quickest lap at a 17:12. Last time by. And now it's Wentz up at the wall. He's taking off for a final transfer spot. Here comes company. Brian Lawson trying to take that final spot away. Halfway home of the B-main, Zach.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, you said it. It's Logan Wentz, that final spot. But, man, Hornets nest behind him, and they continue to beat and bang. Dodge Smith stuck in the middle, but what that did was, Marty, widened up that gap. Logan's got a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, and I don't believe Brian's going to be too pleased with that move by Dodge Smith because it cost everyone some real estate. They lost a lot of momentum. The 118 of Logan Wentz. There's more contact. Lawson got in the back of the 96, and Dodge Smith goes around. No caution flag just yet. Staying under the green flag. More being and banging. Bachman dealing with the 76 of Smith. And here comes a possible chance where he could lose 5th out to Wentz.
Surprised to see no caution there, but hey, you gotta run what they tell you to. And right now, these teammates, you're seeing them, they're both red and white here battling 5th and 6th. Bachman made a mistake. Here comes the double deuce. Bachman may live to regret that one.
Yeah, Bachman touched his teammate and was forced to left. Kenneth Coe still has some breathing room, but he's got a half mile to try and do something with it on the FTM 007. Who's going to make it into the big dance tonight? It's going to be Bachman, Coe, or maybe even Harold Klump. We'll see what happens off of turn 2 and down the back chute. Final time here. Meanwhile, through 3 and 4 checkers way, Jason Smith, the winner here of the B-main off of turn number 4. Final spot in goes to Sam Bachman. A lot of wild racing in this last chance showdown. Dodge was actually able to keep the 96 alive. and kept things going. But unfortunately, I just saw him bang the steering wheel, not too pleased with that. So we'll step aside here, and we'll get ready for the feature. Take a commercial break. Stay with us. Night 2 of the Spring Break 50 feature coming up next here on DIRTcar eSports.
Horsepower, built on dirt. This is the world of outlaws.
Let's rock and roll with the world of outlaws.
Coming to Smoky Mountain Speedway on March 14th. Hear it, feel it, live it.
It's all new and it's the greatest store on dirt. All the world of outlaws and dirt car racing apparel and licensed merchandise under one roof. Visit online today for everything from shirts to hoodies, hats to collectibles. The greatest store on DIRT.com.
World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24 is available now.
It's showtime!
Good to go. Alrighty, we are back here as we are set to go for feature time. Track says the officials say the track is in good shape. Let's beat the field and give you tonight's starting lineup. On the pole position tonight, in car number 48, Dylan Yeager to the outside. 17 of the Digital Dash 2.0 winner, it's Caleb Durgan in car number 17. Row number 2, it's the 23 of William Watson to the outside. Damian Ward to the 32. Row 3, Ty Dickinson, the 67, with Nick Brundage to the outside. 916 ride. Brian Dickinson, the 122, starting 7th. Clay Christopherson starts 8th, the 51. Riding out the top 10, Trevor Giroux in the 75, and Dean Reynolds in the 79.
As I unmute myself, row 6 to the inside, the 2 of Chance Carr to the outside, the 999 of Billy Roberts, row 7 to the inside, the 28 of Jeff Sharp, to the top shelf, the 39 of Mike Brewer. Row 8, Dylan DeWert lined up on the inside to the top shelf, his brother Dalton DeWert. Row 9, Matt Barber on the inside. To the top shelf, Connor Dudek. And row 10, Jason Smith to the inside, Tyler Yurden upstairs.
Final 4 drivers on the grid here this evening. Rylan Banks to the 760, Easton Hunter 008, Logan Wentz 18, and Sam Bachman in the 07. I'll look at the driver cams here this evening. You see some of them carrying shots here with us, and then obviously you've got Zach and I as well. Alrighty, halfway down the back, shooting to turn number 3. Top 10, making it into the feature tomorrow night, 11 through 20, we'll race the last chance showdown. As we say, where else would you rather be than right here, right now, night 2 of the Spring Break 50. It is showtime in Barberville. Dylan Yeager with a good start over Caleb Durgan for right now. Durgan fighting back at that number 17. They try to get side by side off of turn number 4. Yeager leads lap number 1. Damian Ward moves up a spot in the 3rd position. Watson drops down to 4th. Nick Brundage, that's the top 5 of the moment. Here comes Yeager fighting back on the outside, trying to hang on to the lead. Great battle early here, Zach.
Yeah, that 32, man, that may be the car to watch. He seems like he's trying to will both those cars, trying to force them to find some more speed. Damian Ward on the move, already up 2 spots. Can he get one more?
Remember, Damian Ward, this was the driver during the feature in Digital Dash 2.0 that had an insane run throughout of, I believe it was night number 2, from the back of the B main to make the show, and then eventually in the end come all the way back and finish in the top 5 after starting in 24th. Ward up to the 2nd position, chasing down Yeager, the 2nd place finisher in the Digital Dash 2.0. Last time out, high side the place to be as they continue to rip the lip. Here goes the race for the lead. Damian Ward, slide job by the 32. Yeager counters it back, 5 laps completed, still Yeager over Ward.
Man, and that just shows how bad Damian wants it. I mean, we're only 4 laps into this thing, now on lap 5. I mean, he is pushing it here, but we saw what happened last night, Marty. Long green flag runs. I mean, he wants to get that lead. Why not?
Really taking a chance at it here. Following that 48, keeping an eye on some other battles here. Reynolds and Dickinson, they're side by side for the 7th position. Final transfer spot to the 3-wide battle. Trevor Giroux currently has it now up to 9th over Brian Dickens, who holds the final transfer spot into the show. 7 laps complete, working lap number 8. Zach, what do we got an eye on here at the moment?
Matt Barber, I'm trying to keep an eye on him. He's another car working the bottom here, but he's got a, oh man, Connor Dudek. He was trying to inch a little lower there. I thought they were going to make contact. Somehow they survived. Now Connor goes to the center here. But if we look back up the road, you mentioned Trevor Giroux. Look at him on the bottom 3 wide one more time.
Yeah, it's now currently outside of a transfer spot. Chance Carr trying to take advantage of some things and take away some spots here from Giroux and Dickens and maybe even Billy Roberts at the same time. Final spot, Brian Dickens taking off for right now with that 122. Look at this Hornet's nest in the center of 1 and 2.
And right now the 2 of Chance Carr, we just got a pretty good view of it. Bump drafting the 122 down the backstretch. Now, it may be a good idea for him, but I don't know if it's a good idea for Brian. He's going to have his hands full here.
Absolutely, a lot of company behind him. Dickens in that final transfer spot does not want to be running in the last chance showdown tomorrow night at 8:15. Here's a run by Carr underneath in that number 2 ride. Carr also a real-life driver. Hanging on there with Dickens. Can't make anything work just yet. Meanwhile, 12 laps complete when they come across the start-finish line. It's still Yeager over Ward. And man, oh man, Dylan Yeager just keeping his focus out in front. Not even focusing on that rear view mirror if he even has one.
No, and you got to wonder.
Here we go.
Oh, man. And then I was going to say, you got to wonder if Ward may be just okay, content with second, wanting to make the show, but man, making me eat my words. Same thing happened last night, Marty. Ward's just waiting for that 48 to make a mistake, and I hate to break it to him. I don't know if Dylan's going to make any.
I think it's safe to say, though, Ward's in a more comfortable position than he was at the Digital Dash 2.0 during night number 2, where he had night number 1, where he had such a really rough night and almost didn't reconsider running on Thursday, but hey, got some advice from a lot of people and it paid off, so that's the best pedal on track. Got a race for 9th here at the same time. Some transfer spots. Look at this, all this contact near the round. Dylan D. Ward from 15th up to 10th. Halfway home.
And you said it, that is the final transfer spot. Need to get in that top 10 if you want to make it straight to the A main. Right now, Dylan doing that. In fact, he's looking for a little bit more. Move him up to P9. Is he going to... Oh, he parked it on him, Marty.
Almost took out the 67 of Ty Dickinson in the situation. Carr and Roberts, the 2 car goes up the hill. Racing Roberts for 11th, and they touch Nerf bars going into turn number 3. My goodness. This is Volusia, but with the way they're racing here in the 358s, it looks like Daytona.
I know, and they better take it easy on that 67. I'm telling you, Mama Bear, she will get the claws out.
4 wide behind them as well. It was Barber and Brewer that were in the middle, as well as Jeff Sharp in the 28. No one can really get any clean air in the back of this one at the moment, including the 20th place Sam Bachman. Some contact in the back. One driver blanking, that being Yurden in the 77. Bachman, now Jason Smith has got the final B-main spot at the moment. Still watching the race for the lead. 11 laps to go. Damian Ward gave Dylan Yeager a little kick in the shirts going into turn number 1, but Yeager increases his gap to about a car length and a half.
Yeah, and well, let's be honest. It's not just those guys. I mean, William Watson's reeling them in. Brundage is coming to the party. If these guys don't settle down out front, we're going to have a 5-car battle here. We still got 10 laps to go.
Oh, Charles Dickinson goes around along with the 82 of Dalton DeWart. Dickinson was in a transfer spot at the time. First caution flag flies with 10 laps to go, and there was contract between him and Billy Roberts.
I'm going to try to get us to that blimp camera here, Marty. See if we can't get an overhead here. Let's go. Actually, that one's a lot better there. Yeah, Billy. Him and Ty make contact, but they're nowhere for Ty to go. He's almost dang near up against the wall, and then He bounces off the wall, the 82. He thinks he's going to make it, and Dalton just gets pounced in the right rear. And that is I tried to warn everyone. You didn't want to mess with that 67, but I got a feeling Mama Bear's going to be waiting down there in pit road.
So now things calm down for a bit. With 10 laps of race to go here. Boy, this is getting intense here. If you're Yeager, Ward, and heck, maybe even Caleb Durgan and William Watson at the same time. And just as intense as well, Chance Carr taking advantage of that accident now in the final transfer spot in 10.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do. One driver's misfortune is another driver's treasure there. And, I mean, Chance, he's got to take full advantage of this. But, I mean, we're pretty familiar with those 4, 5, 6 cars behind him. He's going to have a war for that final transfer spot. That, too, has got to have the belt strapped tight here.
And again, single file restart coming up here. Under 10 laps. So going to be 9 laps of racing to go when we come back to the green flag. And Shaggy, Susie says she is not happy.
That's what man, I don't know what to say. Yeah, that's going to be good luck. I would not have to want to deal with her.
Yeager, Ward, Durgan, the top 3, back to green, and immediately Yeager checks out of the hotel with 9 laps to go. Here's a run by Durgan looking for second, and same with Brundage wanting 4th on William Watson.
And I think William's going to be okay with that. Before we had the caution, he loves that outside. You see him up there tippy-toeing. He'll leave the bottom open. Now the question is, will Durgan? No. See, he slams the door shut. He saw that 23 coming, got up there in the way, but Williams says, well, I'll try the bottom.
Watson wanted the bottom step of the podium here. Remember, each spot is a row up. Yeager would start second, Ward would start 4th, and so on until the final car in 10th, which is Chance Carr. Dickens and Barber race for 11th. That helps Carter put his lead up to 0.6 of a second. Final spot in the B main has a lot of contact happening. 3 and 4 wide at the moment. Dalton D. Ward trying to take it away, but he clips the Jersey barrier, and now Logan Wentz has it for right now. The B main spot in the last chance showdown spots get intense, and D. Ward gets sandwiched. Shuffled out of it.
And Dalton, I mean, you hate to be that bearer of bad news here, but shuffled out to the back, not a lot of laps to go, excuse me. He has got to be perfect, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get there.
Now takes a 9th from Billy Roberts. That gives him an insurance spot. All eyes, though, on the battle for the race win now with 4 laps to go. Durgan, a little small slider, trying to close some ground on Damian Ward. 4 laps remaining. Now Ward sends her deep. Up on the cushion here in 1 and 2. Can he gain some speed on corner exit? I don't know if he can. It's all about momentum here in the witching hour.
He is searching for it. I mean, he is definitely going for it. And I'll tell you what, that 17, he is full send as well. One mistake out of that 32, jumping the cushion. We may see contact between 2nd and 3rd here. And, man, that's what those guys 4th and 5th are going to want to see.
Let every lap for the pole position. Again, Yeager, let every lap for the pole position. I was going to Durgan from night number 2 of Digital Dash 2.0. 2 laps remaining. Damian Ward, if he's got anything, he's got to go get it from Dylan Yeager. A chance in the front row on the line. Some beating and banging between Watson and Brundage for 4th. Here they come off the corner. Doctor's jackets in the air. 1 lap to go for Dylan Yeager in the Majula Seed Speed Shop. Number 48. He finished 2nd in the Digital Dash Championship. To Caleb Durgan running 3rd. Down the back chute. Damian Ward, 1 final shot. He pulls into the spoiler. Sends her deep through 3 and 4. Does he have the hole? No, he doesn't. Checkers wave. Dylan Yeager, the winner of night 2 of the Spring Break 50. Final car in. Give it to Billy Roberts by 4/10 over Brian Dickens. But it's Dylan Yeager that gets the job done in car number 48. He'll start on the front row alongside Guffmanis tomorrow night.
And there, Marty, I know you can't see the screen here, but did bring up the final full list of results here. So we've got the top 10. Dylan Yeager, obviously your winner. Damian Ward, Caleb Durgan, Nick Brundage, William Watson, Clay Christopherson, Dylan DeWert, Dean Reynolds, Chance Carr, and Billy Roberts all go to the show. And when we find our ticker here to roll us down a little bit further, we can see the back half. Remember, 11 through 20, they race in the B main tomorrow night. Brian Dickens, Matt Barber, Mike Brewer, Trevor Giroux, Connor Dudek, Jeff Sharp, Sam Bachman, Tyler Yurden, Jason Smith, and Logan Wentz. And, well, Easton Hunter, Rylan Banks, Ty Dickinson, we thank you guys for coming. And, and Dalton, too. Sorry, Dalton. It was only set to scroll 13. Almost left you out. We hope to have you guys back. But, Marty, once again, those guys, they put on a great show here, man.
Absolutely. A phenomenal racing tonight once again. And again, we'll be back 8:15 tomorrow night with our Last Chance Showdown, followed by our 50-lap feature, which you're not going to want to miss. Another couple $100 to the winner tomorrow night. Set to go here with some interviews, and we'll start things off here with Dylan Yeager in the number 48. Dylan, I got to tell you, you were phenomenal throughout the night. Another perfect race leading 30 laps, but man, Damien was right on your tail. How were you able to keep your focus completely in front of you and not look at that rear view mirror one bit?
I don't know, because he was breathing down my neck the entire race, and I can't lie to say that I was nervous about it. Just trying to run the same line every lap, and don't leave anything out on the table. Don't slip up, because that's really the only chance you have on a track like this to get past as the leader is to slip up and then leave a lane open for the guy behind you to pass. So it's just about running the same consistent line and just completely clouding out everything that's going on behind you.
Did you learn anything from maybe how Guffmanis was driving last night? Because it seems like you two are likely going to be going at it for the win, the 50 laps, with maybe the drivers that are going to start row 2 maybe have a chance just as equal as you.
I learned a little bit from the race last night, not particularly from, however you say his name, Gofamis, I think is how you say it. I was watching my teammates, Mike Augustine and Joey Lingron, and learned a little bit from Mike. He was saying that middle would probably come in here for this race. He was up on the sticks for me, and he was like, after that restart, he was like, you should try the middle. And I was like, all right. So I did it. And it was the better defensive line because it kind of blocked off his slider in a sense where he couldn't run it. And, it was hurting him because he wanted to stay high, but that slider was better. So I learned a little bit from last night.
Who do you want to give shout outs to on the run?
The Jula C Speed Shop, Ham Designs for the wrap, everyone at DIRTcar for putting these races on, and Mike Augustine for the spot. It's a lot of help. Thank you to Mike.
Alrighty, well, we will let you go. Great job on the performance tonight, Dylan, and we'll see you tomorrow. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Dylan Yeager, again, finished second in the Digital Dash 2.0, looking for one better. Second place finisher, Damian Ward in car number 32. Probably feeling a lot more comfortable than he was last time out. He's with Zach.
Damien, Shaggy in the booth, brother. You got a copy?
Yes.
Well, it almost seemed like you just kind of just laying there in the weeds. And, maybe could have tried to throw something aggressive had it been payday. But at the end of the day, you make that A main. That's what it's all about. And you're going to line up on the outside of row number 2, man. You like your chances?
I do. After being able to be right all over the back of Dylan for that whole race, I definitely like my chances a lot better than the last race. No, I think we got a chance.
Now, obviously, you guys will play around on the racetrack a little bit tomorrow with warm-ups and such, but the way it's going to wear in is kind of a mystery. Do you think it'll be at all similar to the way the track state is now? Do you think it'll be worse, less? What are your feelings going into tomorrow?
I think the track will be decently racy the first, 15, 20 laps. I think after that, it'll get right around the bottom where Caleb was running in his heat race and right about where I was running, and that middle line will come back in. It all really depends on who runs where in front of you. I think it'll put on a halfway decent show for sure.
Well, hey, Damien, like you said, man, I mean, you literally were. You were all over the back of that leader. I mean, I want to say last 15 to 20 laps. So you put on a great show there. Congratulations on the P2. Welcome to the A main before you get out of here. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank you guys for streaming this and putting this all on. Andrew for having his part in as well. I got to thank Dylan and Caleb for a really good, clean race. We saved the rubber rails for tomorrow, so thanks to those guys. Yeah, I got to thank Speed Ranch, Turkey Dig, Rocky Photography, KCP, BNC, everybody who watches the stream. I send out probably 30 links at the beginning of the night, so every one of those guys that watch, and yeah, just Caleb for bringing me back aboard, and the track crew, they did great. The track was fun.
Well, hey, man, we look forward to seeing what you can do tomorrow night. Go get him, Damien.
I will do my best.
There you go. There's Damien Ward finishing runner-up. And let's round out the podium here with Caleb Durgan. Caleb, comfortable run for you this evening to end the show. We'll start from 6. Take me through your race.
Yeah, it was just really hard to pass. I can't really be too mad about it. After all, I qualified almost dead last, so I don't know. I hope tomorrow the track starts out a little tackier and races a little better, and I'll be there in contention for the win for sure tomorrow.
What's the outlook like throughout the 50 laps here? I mean, there are a lot of long runs on both nights tonight.
Yeah, I don't really know. I guess it depends on what the admins decide to do with the track. I feel like if they leave it a little more hooked up, it's going to promote a little better racing. I feel like if it dries out like it has been last night and tonight, it's going to be the same type of slider line to middle. But I guess time will tell.
Who do I give shout outs to before we let you go?
All my real life sponsors, you guys for broadcasting, Dean and everyone at DIRTcar for putting this show on. It's cool to come out and race some 358s for some money.
All right, Caleb, we'll let you go. All the best of luck here tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Caleb Durgan running out the podium here. And so, Zach, we'll get the cameras back on here. Preliminaries almost in the books. Our last chance showdown race tomorrow night. Then we'll go at it for 50 laps around Volusia. And I just brought up here with Durgan. We saw a lot of long runs on both nights. We had the long run before the caution with 5 laps to go in night 1. Tonight we had one before 9 laps to go. How big is that for the drivers, and how will that help them out towards Thursday night?
I think, that's everything. It kind of tells drivers where, normally Marty you want to preach patience. You really do. You want to tell that guy to take it easy, let the race come to you. Well, we've noticed in these small blocks, not as much power. So these guys are racing close and, not a lot of mistakes. So if you see one guy in front of you slip up a little bit, you've got to be there to pounce. You've got to go for it. So I expect aggressive racing earlier than normal. I'm not going to root for a caution within the first 10 or so laps, but I definitely wouldn't be surprised.
And so that we will bid adieu here on this Wednesday night. So glad you could join us here. Tomorrow night, the schedule, we've got the last chance showdown at 8:15, 20 laps, top 4 transfer, and then around 9 o'clock will be the Spring Break 50 laps, $500 to win. We hope you join us then. 8:15 tomorrow night, live on the DIRTcar Racing YouTube channel. On behalf of everyone here at DIRTcar Racing and World Racing Group, on behalf of my broadcast partner, Zach Chapman, Marty Scala, saying so long. Congratulations to Dylan Yeager, your winner of Night 2 of the Spring Break 50. Thanks for joining us. So long.